YCS, the famous Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series. Over the past years, players have been unable to access this legendary event, and so there's a brand new solution that has appeared, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote Duel YCS. I will be playtesting, deck building, and eventually playing today in my first Remote Duel YCS. As a competitive player, I play in many tournaments, but this will be the biggest Remote Duel tournament I have competed in yet. I will take you on a journey with me and give you the full tournament experience. Grab some popcorn, sit back, and you know what? Let's go 2-0 Jesse Cotton with some Cyber Dragons. So, basically what's happening is that, as you guys just saw, I'm going to be playing in the Remote Duel YCS this Saturday. Now, my deck of choice, while not very traditional, maybe many of you guys have already guessed it, I'm going to be playing Trap Cyber Dragon. Now, I think this deck is actually a really powerful option. I've been playing it for a while, and this format, especially with Striker getting such high representation, you can contact fuse with the Striker monsters, and basically what that gives you, they can't trigger their raid because you summon Mega Fleet and it sends to grave. It's not an activated effect, so that makes it alone very, very powerful against the Striker matchup. And all the traps really help you kill decks like Tri Brigade, which rely on just the effects of the tries, and you can just stop the tries from ever hitting the field. And I do think it's a really powerful option in this format. Now, the thing is, I'm a true Cyber Dragon player, right? But there are a lot of other really good decks. So what I've done is I actually went on my Discord server and I pinged all of you guys and asking you guys what you guys think is gonna win the YCS. Now, quick shout out, join my Discord server, completely free, and yeah, you get to participate in stuff like this. So a lot of you guys, for example, I saw some Striker, and Striker, as I said, it's a very, very big contender this format. A lot of representation as shown by a lot of places, websites, Dueling Book, tournament representation. So Striker is a really big option for what's gonna win. I saw some Tri Brigade, and Tri Brigade is also very, very powerful. Now, as I said, even without the Zodiac cards, Tri Brigade can still compete this format really, really, really well because it's still such a powerful deck with a lot of powerful trap cards like Revolt, which in my opinion should be banned. I also saw some Invoke Shaddoll Dogmatica and a lot of other stuff. In my opinion, if I don't win with Trap Cyber Dragon, then it would have to be one of those decks, or maybe even Drytron, because those are all really, really powerful decks this format. Now, of course, that's my opinion, that's your guys' opinion, but I'm going to be pulling in one more opinion. Some of you guys may know him, Mateo. He's been on the channel a couple of times. He has done some deck profiles with me. You may have remember him from like the Invoke Shaddoll deck profile. Now, the thing is, Mateo is also, he plays in a bunch of tournaments like I do, great competitive player, and I'm gonna hop on a Discord call with him, and we're gonna see what his opinion is on what's gonna win the YCS, and what he thinks will actually end up happening, because a really important thing for events like this is to actually get opinions of everyone from around you, so you know a bit better on what to prepare for. Today's Thursday, the YCS is happening on Saturday, 2 days to go, and yeah, let's get on the call. Alright guys, let's do it. Yo, Mateo, what's up?
What's up? Not much. How about you?
Alright, I'm good. I have a quick question for you, okay?
What's up?
Alright, so basically, this Saturday, the YCS, what deck do you think is gonna win, and why?
Well, that's actually a very good question. For me, it's actually in between two to three decks. I think it could go within three ways, like Drytron, Shaddoll, Dog Invoked, and maybe like the third spot is Prank Kids. I think Prank Kids are like the sleeper deck right now that kind of just win without people realizing. But if I were to say one solid winner, I'd say it's Drytron.
Drytron? Alright, cool. And I have one more question for you. What do you think about Cyber Dragons winning?
That's absolutely impossible. No, I don't believe you're gonna ever do that.
You're not really fun.
No, it's just not happening.
Please, no!
Okay, well, you know. You know what? No. Mateo, you are wrong. Cyber Dragon will win. You wanna know why? Because Cyber Dragon best deck, let's go! Alright, so it's Friday right now, and tomorrow's YCS, so I figured I'm gonna be getting in some last minute testing, because before big tournaments like this, it's so important to be testing. So we're back home right now, we're about to hop on to Dueling Book. We're gonna be testing against some friends, they're gonna be playing some really good decks, you know, Salad, Striker, Droidtron, stuff like that. And yeah, let's get some clips up, and hopefully we can do pretty well. So without further ado, let's get right into the Dueling Book replays. Alright guys, let's go. Alright, so that kind of took a while. Actually, it's around 11 right now at night, where I am. So this is the list I was playing. I think it performed absolutely amazing, and you guys probably saw it too. It's working really well and how it's intended to be. A couple things to know about the main deck: I am maining Drolls to deal with decks like Dogmatic and Vokchadal and Droidtron, which I'm personally expecting to see a lot of. It's also decent against a lot of other decks. Phantasmi, I think, is very good this format, especially against Salamangreat, Sky Striker, all those decks. So those are my hand trap choices for the main deck. Extra deck, nothing really special except Link Crib over here. I do not want this to be here. I would prefer this to be the Paleozoic Xyz monster that searches you the Dynamiscus, but I don't have that in time for the YCS, which kind of is unfortunate, but I really love this list, and I do think it's going to be doing quite well. I think I'm actually going to head to sleep now. It's 11, so it's not that bad, but I want to get up bright and early tomorrow morning to prepare for the YCS, so yeah, I guess I'll see you guys then. Alright, let's do it. Alright guys, so it is the day of the YCS. It's around like 9 in the morning over here, and I slept pretty good. I looked at the roster, stuff like that. It looks like we have about 1,900 players, which is absolutely insane for an online tournament. Like, it's gonna be around like 10 or 11 rounds, I think. I think it's 10 rounds, which is close to a 9-hour tournament on my computer without moving, with like no breaks for food or anything like that. So probably gonna be a pretty tough day, but you know what, I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be playing against a lot of decks, and yeah, I guess it's time for the YCS. So I'll be checking with you guys in a couple of times in between, just to let you guys know how rounds are going, you know, how I'm doing, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely really excited. But 10 rounds even before Top Cut, wow, it's brutal. Well, let's do it. Yo, what's up? How are you? Alright, 2 dice Tyro. Cool. Alright. 6, your choice. Well, roll for it. Ooh, Snake Eyes, nice. How'd you like me to cut? Half in 5? Okay. You can go half in 1. I'll take second. Alright, best of luck. Ooh. Well, should be interesting. Alright guys, so I won round 1, Swift 2-0. I was playing against Shadal Invoke Dogmatica. Game 1, he makes his full board, Schism, Punishment, Flirtily, Makaba, all that stuff. I Contact Fuse with his Makaba, Normal Summon Core, bait out Strike, make Lina, he pops Lina with Punishment, I search for another Core, step 5 pass, and then I OTK'd him the next turn. And then game 2, we went into a bit of a grind. It was, I think I'm really confident with how it played out, because I do like it. I cracked down his Mecha game 2, I didn't have any monsters, and then I linked off, made Anaconda, summoned Rampage, and then I just killed him at the end. And I think it performed really well, so hopefully round 2 goes similarly, and yeah, it actually is 8 rounds, not 10, and then if I make it to top cut, then tomorrow it's another 3. So yeah, let's go to round 2. Ooh, okay, Keras Effect, yeah, that's good. Sure. Yep. Think on Summon of Nerval. I'm gonna activate Dynamiscus, so targeting it, discard a card to banish. Cool. It's not pitching for cost, it just targets for cost. Alright, cool. I'll discard Nashter. You're good to continue. Special Summon Keras. Yeah, that's fine. Keras Effect cost. 2 for cost. I'll chain Strike. So that's I lose 15 for cost, and then yeah, negate and destroy. Monster Reborn. Wow, you have a lot of resources. Yeah. What's your target? That's good on summon. I'm gonna activate Compulse and bounce it back to your hand. Chain Dynamiscus Engrave to revive it. Cool. Set 1 pass. End phase, I'm gonna activate Overflow. Yep. I can basically banish Cyber Dragons with different levels from my hand, face up field, and or river, then destroy an equal number of cards you control. It is not cost to banish, and it does not target. Yep. Alright, cool. I'll banish Core Nashter from my grave. Pop your face down. Ooh, Revolt. Okay. Draw face. Stand by enemy. Normal Summon Dry effect to make all of my Cyber Dragons level 5. Okay. Activate Cyberload Fusion. Shuffle back Dry and Nashter to my deck to Fusion Summon. Oh, I'm just gonna grab my extract. Put it in the deck box. Special Summon Rampage. Second effect of Rampage. Sending hers and Nashter. Effect of hers. Add back the Nashter to hand. I'll discard Phantasmate to special summon Nashter. Link off Nashter and Core. Special summon Seeger. Battle phase. Seeger effect on Rampage, boosting it to 42. Attack for 42, and then Rampage is allowed to attack 3 times because it's affecting the main phase. So attack for another 42 and 42, so that's 12,600 damage for a game. Alright, good game. Best of luck in the rest of the tournament. Alright, see you later. Alright, so we're just coming out of round 4. It's been 3 rounds since I last talked to you guys, and we're still doing pretty well. We are X1 right now, meaning that we lost 1 round. Basically, we lost round 2. We got O2'd by PK Fire. Game 1, he made a Dragoon, and I just couldn't out it, and game 2, I activated a Sided and Sanctum that I put in, and then he used Red Reboot, and OTK'd me. So I really couldn't have done much about that game. It was just an unfortunate circumstance. Next game, I 2-1 Tri-Brigade. Game 1, I completely bricked and he outgrinded me. Game 2 was another grind, but my traps overpowered him. And then Game 3, I have some notes over here. I made a really big board, and then, or he made a really big board. I broke it and set a bunch of traps. He played through a lot of them, but we ended up with grinding Appaloosa against my top decks, and then I outgrinded him eventually because of gaining advantage from core. And then round 4, the round that we just finished playing, we 2-1 Drytron actually. So game 1 I drilled him, went into the grind, and then I outgrinded him. Game 2 he had more resources and overpowered me. And then game 3 was a super big grind. It actually went into time and we were up 500 life points. But what ended up actually happening, my opponent was complaining that I told him how to cut only after he was done shuffling, not during. And he was saying that that took like an extra 5 seconds or something, so we should get a time extension, but the judge was on the table the entire time, and he literally just told him to be quiet because he knew he was just trying to dig for extra time, which isn't okay because, you know, the time was called, right? So we took that game, and I'm feeling pretty good. It's X1 round 5 now, so hopefully we can keep on taking them. I'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, so it is the next day. The tournament is or may not be over if I made day 2, it depends on what I'm about to tell you. So actually, the tournament ended really late for me and my camera died, so I couldn't even record it yesterday, which kind of sucked. But I have my results over here and I'm going to be letting you guys know what exactly happened. So we ended off at round 4 yesterday. Let me keep on going. Round 5, we 1-2'd Tri-Brigade. We got 1-2'd by Tri-Brigade, making us lose another one, so putting us at X2. Now, I want to let you guys know, to actually make the top cut, you need to be X2-1 as your absolute worst record. You need to have 16 points. Now, 16 points, okay, so X2-1 is the absolute lowest. We are right now X2, meaning we lost 2 games. Round 6, we 2-0 Tri-Brigade, very easy game, except it wasn't. It was incredibly grindy in the first one, but we ended up taking it with Mega Fleet, and then it was just literally top deck after top deck for both of us. Game 2, it was another grindy game, but Mega Fleet against Revolt, turn after turn, and then I took it in time. Next up, round 7, we 2-1 Salamangre. Game 1, he made his full turn 1 board, I contact fuse, he made access code the next turn, I banished it with the Unmissed Kiss, and then I literally OTK'd in the next turn. He had no follow-up after I banished his access code. Game 2, I opened a terrible hand with multiples of the same card, and on top of that, he twinned me, which was just too much. So game 3, it was a really close game. I bricked, but I was constantly able to score his graveyard effect to gain advantage against him, and I ended up taking it in time. Next up, this is our final round, round 8. Now, we are still X2 in round 8. That means if we win round 8, we get to literally play in day 2, we get more prizing, stuff like that, and it makes for a cooler video. So, yeah, we're at 15 points right now. 15 points. You need 16 to qualify. Round 8. Game 1. We end up playing against Dogmatica Altergeist, okay? Game 1, I bricked so hard, like, it's not even funny. I had 1 playable card. I set my 1 playable card, he activates Judgment on Res Multi-Faker, and then gains way too much advantage, and I can't do anything. Game 2, I open multiples of the same card and all of my fusion spells with no monsters and no live traps. Just all of the most dead cards in my deck without other cards. And literally the exact same thing happened. It was just game 1, except that I didn't have any good cards for him to even Judgment. So we ended up leaving the tournament with an X3 record, but it was top 32 and we came 36th place out of however many people I said before. We came 36th. Now 36 is good, but it's a bubble. Like, it's so close. If we just won that last game, we would have definitely made it because you needed 16 points to qualify top 32. But we came 36th place. 36th. So close. It's just 4 spots off. I'm a little salty, but it was a really fun experience, and I think I got to film a pretty great video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Now, before I do head out, I want to remind you guys to subscribe. It's completely free, and also, I had so much fun making this type of vlog because I never do this stuff, and this is what my goal is to do, like when events come back, because this is just so fun to make. And yeah, just subscribe to the channel, it's completely free, and I'll appreciate a ton. Like this video, and of course, comment down below, just rip, because, you know, 36th place, just 36th. Alright guys, Peace.